Living paycheck to paycheck can make you feel like you're falling behind every day. But don't worry, we'll show you how to completely turn this around this year. We are about to end the year and has been a difficult year for a lot of people. With inflation rising and unexpected costs continuing to creep up, many find themselves struggling to make ends meet. It's easy to feel like you're on the financial hamster wheel. But the good news is, you don't have to stay stuck. Today, we're diving into why financial stress is such a common issue, how it affects us, and, more importantly, 5 actionable steps you can take to fix your financial situation and get back on track. Introduce a problem challenge. Studies show that over 70% of people between 30 and 40 years old live paycheck to paycheck, no matter how much they earn. This isn't just about not having enough. It's about the gap between income and expenses continuing to widen. Let me tell you about Mike, a 35-year-old project manager who found himself stuck in this very cycle. Despite earning a good salary, Mike was barely scraping by each month. Between paying bills, supporting his family, and handling unexpected costs, there was nothing left over for savings. Mike thought he was managing okay, but when he took a step back and analyzed his spending, he realized he had no cushion for emergencies or unexpected events. He was stuck in the cycle of financial stress, constantly struggling to catch up. If this sounds familiar, you're not alone. But here's the good news. It's possible to break free, and today we'll show you how. Exploration.development. First, let's talk about the root causes of financial stress and how to address them. The biggest reason many of us feel financially overwhelmed is that we don't have a clear understanding of where our money goes. Without this clarity, we end up making decisions based on assumptions, not facts. Take Maria, for example. She was in her late 30s working as a nurse and thought she had her finances under control. But when she tracked her spending for a month, she was shocked to discover she was spending over $500 each month dining out and on coffee runs, money that could have been saved or invested. So, the first step to gaining control is tracking every single expense. This doesn't have to be time-consuming. You can use simple tools like budgeting apps or even a good old spreadsheet to log everything. Once you see where your money is actually going, you'll have the clarity to make better choices moving forward. Once Maria had this clarity, she set a goal. Cut dining out to $200 a month and put the savings into her emergency fund. It wasn't about cutting everything out. It was about making conscious, informed choices. This brings us to the second step, planning. Climax key. Moment. Now, let's talk about planning. A budget isn't just a list of numbers, it's a financial roadmap that helps you get from where you are today to where you want to be. When you have a plan, it's much easier to make intentional decisions with your money. Maria set up a simple budget with categories for essentials like rent, utilities, food, and then added savings as a non-negotiable expense. She decided to automate a portion of her income directly into her savings account. This was a game changer. Instead of waiting until the end of the month to see if there's anything left to save, she made sure saving came first. By planning, Maria knew exactly how much she could afford to spend and where her money was going. Within just a few months, she had a solid emergency fund, and the stress that came with money uncertainty began to fade. Practical steps to change your financial situation. So, how do you change your financial situation? It starts with 5 simple yet powerful steps. Evaluate your current financial position. Start by tracking all of your spending for 1 month. This means everything, from rent and utilities to coffee and subscriptions. You'll be surprised at how much you can uncover, and it will give you a clear picture of your finances. You may be shocked by how much small, recurring expenses add up over time. Create a realistic budget. Now that you know where your money is going, create a budget that works for you. Include all essential expenses like rent, utilities, and food, but also make room for savings. The goal here is balance, not restriction. When you create a budget that allows for some flexibility, it's much easier to stick with it long term. Cut unnecessary expenses. Look for areas where you can cut back. Don't eliminate everything, but find 1 or 2 things you can reduce. This might mean cooking more meals at home instead of eating out, or canceling subscriptions you don't use. By reducing even $100 a month, you can put that money toward building your savings or paying down debt. Increase your income. It's important to look at ways to increase your income. Whether it's taking on a side hustle, asking for a raise, or looking for freelance opportunities, the extra income can make a significant difference. A side hustle could be anything from tutoring, freelance writing, or even driving for a rideshare service. Even an extra $200 a month can help you build your savings or reduce debt faster. Set long-term financial goals. Lastly, set clear long-term goals. Do you want to buy a house? Build an emergency fund? Start investing for retirement? Whatever your goal is, break it down into smaller, actionable steps. Create a roadmap and track your progress regularly. Small, consistent efforts will lead to big results over time. So, what's the takeaway here? Start small. Track your spending for a month. Find one area to cut back, just one, and redirect that money towards savings or paying off debt. It doesn't have to be a huge amount. Even $50 a month adds up to $600 a year. The key is consistency, not perfection. It's not about what you couldn't do this past year. It's about what you can do moving forward. You've got this. If you want to dive deeper into how to reshape your financial future, don't forget to watch the video on the screen right now. It'll give you even more insights on taking control of your finances and thinking more prosperously. And remember, if you have any specific topics you'd like to see covered next, leave a comment below, and the team will be more than happy to support you with content tailored to your needs. Thank you for watching, and I wish you health and prosperity as you take the next steps toward financial freedom.